Hi everyone, I'm Craig Johnson from Shred News, and could you please state your name and what you play in the band?
I'm Frankie, and I do a whole lot of microphone things in the band.
That's awesome. Can you tell me, you're from Emmure?
Yes.
Yeah. And can you tell me how you guys got started playing music?
For each of us, I'm sure the backstory is pretty different. For me personally, it was music spoke to me at a really young age, and once I kind of figured out this is my niche when I was around like 11 or 12 years old, I kind of just held on to it, and it was one of the few things that I could really grasp onto as a child. So it followed me into adulthood. So here I am now, doing what I do, and I guess it really sums it up.
Awesome. How did Emmure itself get started?
Basically, I grew up in New York City, and I've been in a band in every borough, and it never really worked out. So I kind of came to the conclusion that I have to relocate to pursue this dream or goal or whatever you want to call it. So I ended up, doing a lot of internet searching for people in other places who needed a singer, and they brought me to Connecticut, which is where I met our ex-members of Emmure, and that was really it. I kind of just never turned back, and that's where it all started.
That's awesome. Do you have any reasoning behind the name Emmure?
It's kind of a dumb story to tell, but basically it was kind of a thing where to show the brighter side of it, it was basically like every other band during the time when the band started had a very elaborate name, like Dying Before Yesterday's Grave, and Lost Love in a Sea of Hate, and things like that, where like we just kind of figured it was like the only way we're gonna stick out was to have something that was one word and that could really stick out amongst all these other band names that we were seeing at the time. So that's kind of why we came to the conclusion of talking about it.
That's awesome. When you guys are writing music, is there any main influences? Any big influences?
I get stuck on certain artists or certain genres, I guess, sometimes, depending on what we're doing. On our last record, I was listening to like the Deftones heavily, like their whole discography, and a lot of like late '90s new metal bands like Portable Summer, Taproot, Limp Bizkit, and Korn. But I mean, that's kind of stuff I listen to regularly. But like when we were doing the record, I really honed in on the things that influenced me growing up the most, and that's what really pushed me to make the kind of record we have now. It's just so inspired to make something that I thought could speak to someone who was in the same shoes as me when I was a certain age.
Definitely. Your new album, Felony, just came out. Can you tell me a little bit about the album?
It's definitely our most interesting and most vulgar and most exciting record that we've ever created, and I think this really set the bar for not only our band, but I think a lot of bands out there, and I hope that we've come across as not only just some metal band, but kind of like I guess we'd say we're like a cult. We're just trying to let it be known that all the stereotypes about heavy music can be broken.
Do you have a favorite song on the record?
Yeah, I think the last track, Immaculate Misconception, is probably my favorite track. It's the fastest, the heaviest, and the shortest. And I think that's kind of like what I like most about a lot of bands' songs, are just moving in a short period of time. Plus, it also touches on my not so common view of what God is. So if anyone can pick up what the song means, I guess I've got to go. You never know.
How's it like being signed to Peppermint Records?
It's a journey. Like they really help us out in everything we do, and the staff is great, and so far so good. Our record has done very well, and they're very, very proud of us, and we hope that the relationship continues to do well.
You're right now on the Hard Knock Life.
Yes.
Can you tell me a little bit about how the tour's been going?
Well, it's been all secondary markets, which is for anyone to understand that, it means it's not major cities, it's smaller cities, and the turnouts have been amazing, especially the fact that like right now school's back in session, like all the kids that come out to support us, regardless of school or work. I mean, it's just unbelievable. We couldn't be happier for how this tour came out. And on top of that, Hard Knock Life Tour has a bunch of amazing bands that are just so worth the ticket price. It was great.
That's awesome. And you guys are going to be going on a Hard Knock Life UK tour right after that.
Well, all right. I kind of forgot that it was called the Hard Knock Life UK tour, but it is a European tour with us, Suicide Silence, Caliban After the Burial, and this band Maroon, who is a big metalcore band overseas, but they don't really play too often here. And yeah, it's really cool. I get to go home first before I go to Europe, so that's really nice too.
That's awesome. Do you have any advice for up-and-coming bands that might listen to your music?
Yeah, I mean, my best advice is to just love what you do and never give up. And on top of that, if you really feel like you belong, then stick it to it. I mean, never be afraid to be passionate about what you do and let the world know it. That's it.
Do you have any other things you might want to say to friends, family, anybody?
Anyone who watches, thanks for watching. And if you haven't checked the new record out, please go buy it. And hope to see you on tour.
Awesome. Thanks, everybody. It's Craig Johnson from Shred News. We're Frankie from Emmure.